I feel like it was too loud. But like I said, we got some questions left. We're gonna get into them. If I miss your guys' comments, I'm not trying to miss them. Okay. All right. Let me turn off the music too, because IG be super sensitive. They be like, oh no, you're never gonna play any music. Yeah. I just joined your gym. Hey, that's what I like to hear, Angelica. I'm good doing my kids our UFO shit for Halloween. Hey, that's what I like to hear. All right, hold on. All right, let's get into this. All right, I'm 41 years old, single mom. I'm not in the dating scene, so I'm a little rusty at it. Recently 30-year-old super hot guy who works for a phone company gave me his number. I gave him a bottle of wine for his help, and then since has been insinuating we hang out. I'm down, but all he does is... I think that's the only one I have of that one. So, hold on, let me take that down. So if you're having issues with somebody right away and the relationship just started, or whatever you guys have just started, that's a problem to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys are already having issues, I think you need to think about it. It doesn't matter how hot they are. It doesn't matter, don't romanticize them, because if you're getting red flags from the beginning, definitely a red flag, right? She should tap it and quit it. I mean, you can do that too, but he might also catch feelings too. So if you hit it and then quit it, he might catch feelings and then he might feel a type of way, right? But if you're in the early dating stages, still the talking stage, and you guys are already having issues, problems, that's a huge red flag. Like, I forgot her name, but she jumped in the live the other day, and they had only been together 2 years. And she got to the point where she was already moving out, or not moving out. She wanted to move into the spare bedroom because they weren't being intimate. They felt like they were not red flags, but like they weren't being intimate. They weren't touching each other, and only 2 years. And they were, I think they were fiancés, right? So that's why you need to pay attention from the beginning, like how they are. Don't look at them like they're orange or they green for some reason, okay? Let go. Red flags are not allowed. The red flags you ignore in the beginning are the reason you leave in the end. Absolutely. Hey, ready to take notes. Welcome, Maggie. Rose, how are you? That's exactly right, Nancy. The red flags you guys ignore in the beginning, the ones that are like, oh, you know when it's cute in the beginning and then it ends up not being cute, right? Later on, it's a big problem. So like for example, also, if he's a person that finishes quick in the beginning, maybe you're like, oh, that's so cute. He finishes fast. Oh, and then like 2-3 years down the road, you're like, why does this dude finish fast all the fucking time? Or why does he watch these online videos? Like it's all these complaints later on. Again, it doesn't matter how hot they are. It doesn't matter how, like, whatever you think. If you're getting red flags in the beginning, that's a huge problem. Okay. Red flags in the beginning, and especially you should have a number, because nobody's perfect. I'll tell you that. Nobody's perfect. But if you have like, all right, if the moment I get 3 red flags, because 3 is already too many. If I get 3 red flags from this person, I'm out, right? Because again, like I said, nobody's perfect. But if you're like on the 15th red flag and you're still like, he's such a good guy though. Like, tell yourself that later on when you're having issues with him, okay? All right, next question. Talking to this girl, she's married. She calls me her bestie, but she also says she's not sure where this is going or if it will go anywhere. We haven't done anything, but she wants me to visit. I dig her, but should I pursue it since she's married? She says I make her nervous because I'm a sweet guy. Should you pursue? Like, do you guys want... Do I really have to answer that one? Like, it doesn't matter even if they're like in a process of separating, or if they're in the process of separating, that's a little bit different. But if she's married and doing stuff behind her man's back, hell no, do not pursue that, because you're going to be the next person. She's going to be pursuing somebody else when you guys are together. So just remember that, like, the moment that position goes away, it opens up for somebody else. So no, it doesn't matter. And it could be that she's not getting like attention at home, or maybe issues going on at home, but that's something that they need to fix or resolve or go their own separate ways. not look for something else in the meantime, you know, because it's only a matter of time before you guys get caught. Let's be honest, right? So, should you pursue? Absolutely not. And especially if you know she is married, how would you feel if you were married to her and she was pursuing somebody else? Would you like that? Would you like that a lot? Thank you, V, for the gift. I see you, girl. Hey, Papi Lindo. Brenda, what's up, girl? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? So yeah, like I've said it before, V, with the gifts, I see you. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to somebody else, because karma's a bitch. Like, it will come back tenfold, and then you'll be like, damn, she was doing it with a whole bunch of different people while she was with me. So, Ellie, ¿cómo estás? How are you? All right, let's get into the next question. I had a situationship for 2 months. He moved in after 1 month. Oh, girl. Would always encourage me to talk to other guys because he was doing it with other girls. I hooked up with others because I didn't think it was a problem till he spoke up and was upset. We ended things, but he's still around, just not intimate. Help, girl. 2 months in, and he moved in after 1 month. Situation for 2 months, he moved in 1 month. That's already like way too fast. Like, girl, are you serious? And then he was telling you, see, and that's the like fucked up part. He was telling you, oh yeah, you could mess around with other guys, or maybe you assumed you could mess around with other guys because he was messing around with other girls. You see how like it's just one big shit show? And that's why you shouldn't let somebody move in a month in. A month, like 2 months in, like you barely know this person 2 months. You let him move in after a month. Like, why? Why? Oh, throw the red flags? Absolutely. You see this, girl? You see, like, do you need another one? Huh? Do you need, like, it was 2 red flags off the top, and you're over here just, the red flags are just hitting you in your face, and you're just like, acting like it's a freaking eggplant or something. So, no. And I would not continue to pursue that after that, because, like, why would you still be friends afterwards? You're like, oh, like, he's still around, but we're not intimate. Just cut it off. Like, what are you trying to hold on to? Like, let's be honest. What are you trying to hold on to? Because the next person that you talk to is, and they find out that you're still talking to like a situationship or friends with a situationship, they're probably going to get upset about it. Okay. All right. So let's not do all that. All right. Not the eggplant. That's what I'm saying. So 6 months. No, Ohana, actually they were together 2 months and he moved in after 1 month. Way too soon. She's trying to hold on to that eggplant. Yeah, some of you guys get digmatized and then you guys just try to stay there for that. You'll be like, okay, like I know he has a red flag, but you know, acting like you with the torta. All right, next question. Found out my sneaky link is married, but the S is fire, and so are the vibes, and I don't want to stop. Problem is, I know it's only supposed to be a sneaky link, but he calls me babe. Comes to see me once a day to give me a kiss after work. I know this will lead nowhere because he's married. Any advice? Girl, you answered your own question. It's not going anywhere because he is married, and as long as the cookie is available there for him, he's going to continue to come around. As long as it's there, he's going to continue to come around, because I'm pretty sure if you would take away the cookie, he would stop coming around. And you're overthinking him calling you babe, him stopping by to get a kiss. Maybe you're just on the way, or he feels like, oh, I'll just give her a little bit so she doesn't go anywhere and she continues to give me what I need. So also remember, he's married. Say he does happen to leave his wife. Say he does. Probably not. But say he does. Guess what position just opened? Oh, it's open for business now. It's open for business. That side piece is open for business once again, because now you became the main chick and the side piece is open. You're no longer the side piece. So no. And he'll continue doing it until he gets busted too. And even then, they'll just like lay low for a little while and then still do it again. Because some guys, they just don't know when to quit. So my advice is don't fall for the whole like, oh, he calls me babe. He comes by and kisses me. No, if he really wanted to be with you, he would have left her. Let's be honest, okay? Let's not lie to ourselves. Ali, ¿cómo estás? How are you? All right, let's get into the next one. Met a sneaky link, ended up being. Oh, already read that one. Hold on. Oh wait, this is different. Met a sneaky link and ended up being married with 4 kids. This has been going on for 2.5 years. One night I left my BF's house to meet him at the hotel and ended up spending the night. F them both the same. Girl. All right, hold on. Met a sneaky link, ended up being married with 4 kids. This has been going on for 2.5 years. One night I left my BF's house to meet him at the hotel and ended up spending the night. F them both in the same day. Girl, I mean, props to you. You know, props to you because like you're out here being able to do it both. Like, this shit is crazy out here. This shit is wild nowadays. She literally went and got D down by somebody and then met up with somebody else and got D down by him too. Like, I mean, guys do it too. I'm not going to act like guys don't do it too, but it's girls are doing it too. And there are so many people that are married. That's why, like, if you know somebody who's married right now, the chances are very high that they're probably cheating. Like, let's just be honest. Especially, you know the ones that really get you that are married, like the ones that really get you are the ones where they're like, we're so happy together. Oh, he's so perfect. He's the love of my life. He could do no wrong. And then behind closed doors, they're just like, he's the biggest piece of shit. He's probably cheating or probably got caught cheating. Because especially like I've seen like a lot of these like couples on, if they can't show their bad days on Instagram, I don't believe shit that they say. If they can't show the days where they fight with each other, I don't believe anything they say. Like, I'm just being honest. And because you need to take all this with the, grain of sand. Okay? Because if they can't show the bad side of their relationships and they only show the perfect, something bigger is going on and they need to mask it with something like the good stuff. Because there's so many people that is, especially like I said, in the influencer world, YouTube world, where you're like, I thought they were extremely happy. What happened? And they ended up getting separated. So, if you know some people who are married, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are so many people that are in a happy marriage, but the likeliness of it being in a happy marriage is probably pretty low. Just because the amount of time that I've like been doing these questions, these TikToks, these lives, the percentage of people who cheat is so high. It's so high that it's crazy now so now when I see, and especially when I see like I mentioned, the super happy couples, they're usually the ones who end up cheating or they're not happy at home. Like the ones that are super happy, I only believe the ones that show their arguments too. If they can't show them being upset at their girl or things like that, they're trying to mask it with this, like, we're so happy together. That's sad and scary for single mom going to start dating soon. But don't get me wrong, there's absolutely great people out there, and like I say all the time, the questions that we get a lot are obviously like stuff like this. So of course it makes it seem like there's a lot of horrible stuff going on in the dating world. There's plenty of great guys out there. You just got to give them a chance. And especially those guys that maybe he's too nice for you. Maybe give that dude a chance. Maybe give the nice dude a chance. The dude that you probably want this dude, but he's the biggest red flag walking. But then there's this nice dude. He's like willing to treat you like a queen. Like I know there are some people that I know that are willing to treat the girl like a queen, but they don't want to be with him because they're too nice of a guy. And then they end up going to go get their heart broken. So maybe giving that nice dude, a chance. So, any nice dudes, because there's some around my area. Well, typically, I mean, some girls go for those those walking red flags. So, but again, don't let it scare you from dating. There's great people out here, but you just also have to like date multiple people. Don't just assume that the first person that you start dating is the one for you. Like I just did some videos over on Instagram. There was that one guy. So it was, I reacted to one of those videos. Like there's this dude, he was just yelling at her, blaming everything on her, saying that she doesn't wash the dishes, she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. I guarantee you that dude was amazing in the beginning. He was great. He was like treating her like a queen, and then he transitioned into that, right? Because that's how some narcissists get you. Gaslighters get you. They'll love bomb you in the beginning until they get you, and then out of nowhere they change. So they all are. The mask fell off. Absolutely. I've seen that time and time again. Sounds like my ex-husband. Sounds like a lot of guys out here. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just slow it down, maybe, you know? See how they are after a little while. Or pay attention to those red flags in the beginning. My ex-husband even wrote me poems. See? Writing cute poems. Doing nice things like that. And then out of nowhere, just flips. Just 180 flips. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know, right? Because maybe they did treat you like that and they'll end up being great. Because there's people like that will do all those little things for you, but then, you know, they never end up switching up on you. But there's some people who do end up switching up on you. How to tell the difference? It's really difficult, you know. Maybe there was a few signs in the beginning, but everyone wants to jump into a relationship to cheat. That's true too, right? Like if you're not done being in your phase of messing around with different people, maybe don't consider being in a relationship. Yes, I'm going through that right now. See, thank you for commenting. What's it? Then I walk on eggshells for an entire marriage and blame everything on me. Yeah, that was just like the video that I did. You know, like this dude was like literally telling her how horrible she was of a person. Mind you, he never once said that. He never said that he was wrong in anything. The whole video, he was blaming her for shit. Oh, like you don't even do this. You don't even wash dishes. You don't even do this. You're such a lazy piece of shit. You're like, he was just going off and off and on. Never once that he was like, you know, like I know, like I'm not the most perfect guy. Clearly, like narcissistic behavior right there. So, but again, like I said, he might have been great in the beginning. I don't know who he is, like, so I don't know. But he could have been great in the beginning. My ex wants to take therapy so I can see if he will change. If he wants to do therapy, that's actually a good sign. I just see a moon on your name. But if he's willing to do therapy with you, take that as a good sign. Like, hell yeah, let's try that. And then if it doesn't work then now you know, okay, we tried. Now it's not going to work, right? So Luna, yes, go ahead and try it. Like, them offering to do therapy, but they also have to do it. They can't just say, hey, let's do it. Kind of like, oh, like, let me just tell her this because this is what she wants to hear. Actually, all right, let's sign up. When's the first class? We got to go. We got to put in effort. I don't want him anymore. I want him to go back to his baby mama. Girl, just leave him. And I know it's not as easy said and done. But there's ways to end relationships, especially if they're crazy. Blocking them, restraining orders, calling the police, calling family, staying with your family. There's a process to these things. Like somebody commented on one of the lives. I forgot which one it was, and I forget the name. She said that after a while they stop. It's when you let them get away with the BS. They'll be disrespectful. They'll say petty things to get a reaction from you. They'll do a bunch of stuff like that just to get a reaction from you. Show up, be that crazy ex. But if you keep cutting it off and off and off and off, they eventually get tired and it eventually no longer happens. So my ex's form of therapy was drinking. Yeah, see, that's not therapy. He's just trying to get fucking lit, okay? If he was actually wanting to do therapy, is with somebody else. Problem is, we have so much history and he wants the future, but now I'm bored. No, stop. See, right there, the problem is we have so much you're already tying something. You're already making an excuse to continue it. Who cares? like I've mentioned before, I don't know how many times. I'm not saying in a bad way, Nessa. I'm not trying to be like you're bad. You don't know. No, I was in a relationship for a long time, and I was also holding on to the oh we've been together for this long. Oh, like it's just the way it's no. Like it happens. Stop tying something to it, right? Like you're saying we've been together for so long. Now I have to stay. Now we have to make it work. No. That's not the case, girl. Drama is my ex's heir. If you don't give into what the narcissist does to get a rise out of you, they will never leave you alone. He's going in a dating app. What? Be true to yourself. He has going in a dating app. If you're talking to somebody and they're in a dating app, their intentions, you know what their intentions are. Okay. Oh my God, thank you. I needed to hear that. Oh, absolutely. There's so many people that tie something to their relationship, like to make an excuse to stay. Oh, we have kids. Oh, we have a house. Oh, we have this. Oh, we have that. So you end up staying because you just put an excuse on it. Oh, we've been together for this long. Trust me, I was there. I used excuses too. So, but the worst thing is you can do is you're putting this excuse is stop putting those excuses there and then just make that decision. Because I'm sure there's plenty of ladies on here who, when they finally said enough is enough and they ended up leaving, they're like, that's the best decision I ever made. Do not stay for the kids. It hurts the kids more. Thank you. That's why I left. See, Angelica left her man too. So stop putting excuses for you to stay. Okay. My husband is been having a dating app secretly. I found out that. So Yulvi. So his intentions are already too cheap. He signed up. He didn't sign up for a friend. I'll tell you that, girl. He did not sign up to find a friend. He signed up for you. No, absolutely why. His intentions was to find somebody, maybe tell him that he's single and hook up with them and then probably ghost them. So I'm just letting y'all know, okay? Letting y'all know that you need to make sure you do something about that because the intentions are already there. Even though he may not have done it already, he may not have hooked up with somebody already, the intentions are there. The moment he signed up and said, activate the account, the intentions are there. Hi, Scarface. How are you doing? What's up, me 2021 only? Signed up to get that cookie. Absolutely, Bell's Beauty. He signed up to get that cookie. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm crying my BF. I think he broke up with, needed $3K from me. He is in the army. I'm crying my BF. I think he broke up with, needed $3K from me. He is in the army. Why he needed money from you? Is that what you're saying? What are some tips to find out who's real or who's hooking up on dating apps? There's no real way. Just go on a date and see how they are. You'll be able to get a feel for them right away. Like, you're never going to know. They could be absolutely perfect on the dating app and then in person until they try to get what they want, right? Yes. I mean, that's Sylvia. Him needing money is not on you. Why is that on you? And then Bell's Beauty says over here on IG, she says that it could be a scam. It most definitely could be a scam too. So I'm just letting y'all know. Could he be wanting to take some money from you? Absolutely. Mirna, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Enough was enough. I still at the house working harder to pay the house on my own. Needed to save. Hold on. He needed money to come to me. I mean, but he broke up with you. But now you still got to pay him money to come to you? Girl. Scam. Yeah, see, a lot of people have been putting scam. Don't send him, be like, hey, when you get here, I'll reimburse you. They are in Nigeria. Saludos desde Guanajuato. What's up, Def? How are you? Did he ask for a gift card? Yeah, see, also pay attention to that. If they're asking for gift cards or for you to wire them money or anything like that, or if it's coming from a weird number that he usually doesn't message you from. Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, Sylvia, that's a scam. Do not send them money at all. Do not send them money. If they're asking for a gift card, That's 100% a scam. Hold on, I'm scared because I've been catfished, so I don't know. Sometimes it's scary to talking to people online. Oh, absolutely. And you know how to avoid getting catfished, baby V? Let me put you on game. Okay, let me put you on game. If you want to avoid being catfished, set up before you guys even meet. Set up a FaceTime date. Don't just randomly FaceTime him because maybe he's not ready or I don't know, right? But you're like, hey, like I would really want to get to know you first, you know, like can we jump on a FaceTime? Can we jump on a video call? And then guess what? You're gonna be able to see him. So and that's also another way, a safety measure for you ladies, because you got to make sure you're like, if you're gonna go on a date with somebody, especially if you met them on a dating app, that it's them, or you met them through social media, that it's actually them. So you actually have to pay attention to that too. So because the last thing you want to do is show up and get kidnapped, show up and get catfish. It's not even him, right? There was this video, I forgot to save it. I saw it on Instagram earlier today. There was this girl. It's funny because it put her catfish photo and it put a photo of what she looked like. Not even close. Not even close. You know how sometimes you're like, oh, it kind of looks like him. Not even close. I would have not been upset at that, or I wasn't upset at that guy for doing what he did because he got catfished to the max. So Ohana said goodbye. Hey, Ohana, thank you for stopping by, girl. I appreciate you. So the photo that she used was nothing like what she looked like in her video. And at the same time, on her video that she was doing, like making the video to post on social media, filter like crazy. Like at one point where she turned, the filter fell off. The face was over here and her other face, her real face was over here. The filter face was still back here. Like, it was wild. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you want to actually see if this person is legit, just FaceTime him. Okay. Cindy, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Wow. Catfish U.S. military all the time. Amazon gift cards, and some are now using coin. Oh, yeah. See, hey, thank you guys for putting us on game because I didn't even know that. So Sylvia, Mexican 3. If they ask for Bitcoin gift cards, it's a scam. Faux show. Cindy, ¿cómo estás? How are you? When I first started dating, I had an army guy asking for money to keep talking to me on WhatsApp. Oh yeah, see, like they figure out ways to get money from you. Okay. Yep, it's a huge scam. See, I didn't even know. Well, thank you guys for putting me on game because I didn't even know about that. I'm gonna use that. Oh, absolutely. And fellas, use it too. If you actually thinking that this girl, sorry, ladies, but fellas, if her face is super smooth, no blemishes, no bags under her eyes, no nothing. Look, I got bags under my eyes. Like, I got blemishes on my face. Like, okay, if a girl has too perfect of a face, probably doesn't look like that. Probably not even close, okay? And because I've seen, even you ladies have seen some of these girls overdo it on the filters, okay? Like, I get it. Some people use filter. A light filter, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it, okay? But there's some people who, like, you're like, that fucking doesn't even look like you. Not one bit. I've seen you in person. Not even close. Because that technically, ladies, technically you catfishing some guys too. And guys, you guys need to stop catfishing some girls, okay? Yeah, make them take the hat off when you guys FaceTime, okay? Like, I got a full set of hair. I just didn't do it. Some people think that I'm going bald for some reason just because I like to wear hats. Hell no. Photoshop 2, I use no filter. There's the filters where you can like change your nose, change your eyes, change the structure of your face, smoothing out your skin. Like the skin, they're just like all the way the fuck up. Blemishes all the way the fuck up. Because I know some people who, since I've been doing photography and videography for the longest time, right? I know, like when y'all are using some hardcore filters, like I can tell, right? But not everybody can because they don't realize that there's all these apps that can do all this stuff for the like for face, right? And so they don't know. And then when they meet the person, they get catfished. And because I remember this one dude, he was just like, oh, look at her. And I wanted to tell him that it doesn't really look like that, but I also didn't want to come off as a hater. So I was like, let him learn on his own. And guess what he did? Learned on his own, because then he came and told me, he's like, yeah, she don't even look like that. She looked a little different. And I'm like, I told you, like, I could clearly see it in the photo. But let's stop using a lot of that. And if you want to fix that, just FaceTime him real quick. That's all you got to do. FaceTime him real quick. Only to some fun ones on Snapchat. See, like, that I get. If you're using, like, some, like, fun ones to, like, send messages and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you have the dog filter on your profile picture, remove me as a friend. Like, I would never ask somebody on a date that has the dog filter as their profile picture. Like, why? You love doggies so much you had to use the dog. All right, next question. I lost all my S drive and it's making me so sad because I don't enjoy it, and I used to love doing it a lot and eat and all those things, and I'd rather just play with myself and go to bed. Now, I think it's because maybe I don't think you lost your S drive, because if you're willing to or you still use toys, it's still kind of there, right? I'm thinking maybe the person that you're with, you're not into them anymore, or you just haven't found the right person that makes you motivated like that. But regardless, it may not even be that. It may be something more like maybe your hormones are off. Maybe something is going on too, right? Because if you feel like your S drive is low and you're like, I don't know why, like I don't see why it would be down. I still into my person, but it's just down. Then maybe it has something to do with like hormonal issues and things like that. And that's something you got to go get checked for that too. So I would recommend that, because the last thing you want to do is be like really old and then you regret not going to go get checked. You're gonna be like, damn, I wish I would have went to go get checked to see what was wrong with me. Yep, hormone, diet, mental, emotional block. Yes, it's a bunch of different things. Which one is it? I don't know. That's why you got to go and figure that out, right? I'm just here to be like, yo, it could be this. Like maybe first of all, if you're with a partner and you're attracted to other people and not them, then it might be the partner. But if you just not feeling that drive anymore, then it might be something internally that you got to go get checked. So, and it could be something simple as like maybe a medication, maybe a shot, maybe something, right? Baby V says, take your vitamins, girl. Okay. The Flintstone ones, pop 2, you're good. No, I'm just joking. Get checked. All right. All right, next question. I stole 2.5K from a narco who was showing off his money. Okay, we are not reading that. Hey, narcos, it wasn't us. No, I'm just joking. He stole 2.5K from a narco who was showing off his money in my face when he was drunk, because he took advantage of my friend who was drunk, but she liked him and she wanted him, but I knew he was using her. Girl, you're lucky like you didn't get caught, because if he was actually a legit narco, you'd be missing some fingers, you'd be missing some hand, you'd be missing your life or something, because they don't play, girl. I took it because he was doing, no, girl, hell no. That was your first mistake, is hanging around with him. Okay, because one wrong move. Say you did talk to him for a little bit. Say you did date him for a little bit. Guess what? Good luck trying to find another guy, because they will absolutely not let you have another guy. You know how some Hispanics are super jealous, and especially the narco ones. They'll be like, oh no, she with me. That's it. Anybody tries to date her, guess what? Pew pew. Like, I'm not even joking about that. There was like just like some of the stories and things that the news you hear from Mexico, like people dying because they wanted to date this girl. She was really pretty, wanted to date her, ended up losing his life because why? Dude was a narco and was not all about that. Okay, and To any narcos listening, I have no idea who that was, so don't be coming over here and asking me who the fuck wrote that question. So if you're missing 2.5K, look through the followers. 13, Yanin, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Learning from my mistakes, been there. I know a thing or two, unfortunately. You're welcome, sweetie. Hey, Scarface, what's up, SD? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Next, they all be sleeping with the fishies. That's so true. Even if they don't want her, it's about control. Oh, absolutely. I've seen it. You know, like I had a buddy who actually would go visit over there, and he saw this chick really pretty, and he told his buddy, he's like, oh dang, I'm gonna go hit her up. And his buddy was like, nah, man. He's like, don't do that. He's like, that's one of like so-and-so's girl. He's like, they're not together, but if you get caught talking with her, it's a problem. So yeah, that's why that whole lifestyle I avoid. Cause I actually know some people in that lifestyle. Do I hang out with them? Absolutely. The fuck not. I just stay away. We can talk over social media, say what's up, but I am not hanging out with you because we've all seen. Well, I don't know if you've seen them, but you know how there's like the videos like they catch the rival cartel member and then they torture them, they do all sorts of stuff. I'm like, no, you're not gonna catch me hanging out with you, and then the rival ends up catching you, and now they think I'm associated because I'm hanging out with you. Hell no. You know how you avoid those situations? You just avoid it. I don't care how much money you got. Next question. We are both in a relationship. Okay. We are both in a relationship. However, he is married and I am not. We've been sleeping with each other for 6 months. Every time I try to end it, I get pulled back in. The worst part for me is I know his wife and see him at gatherings. I feel awful, but can't stop. We talk every day and I miss it all. Girl. like you know the wife. Like it's different if you don't know the person's wife or anything like that, but it's somebody you look at. It's somebody you watch. It's somebody you say hi to. It's somebody you hang out with. It's somebody that you probably say men ain't shit. But goes to show you sometimes it be them closest to you, right? Because I've been in that position too, meaning like I didn't do that to somebody, but other people have done it to me. Is like you think that somebody you let stay at your home, somebody you let, like you were there for, opened your door to them, gave them like fed them when they came over, like partied with them, like done so much with, was the one to stab you in the back, right? So, and they're the ones that it hurts the most. For example, if you get cheated on, it's different if you get cheated on by some random dude that you don't know, right? But it's different if it's someone you do know. That's a bigger like betrayal. So that's what I'm saying. Like I've been there. So since you want my advice, I'm telling you right now, if you haven't gotten caught, just end it. It doesn't matter how, oh, he makes me feel, oh, because he's hooking up with you, girl. He doesn't want to be with you, because if he wanted to be with you, he would have left her. And even if he decides to leave her, the side piece is available because you're the main piece now, right? And karma's a bitch. So whatever you don't want happening to you, you shouldn't be doing to other people. Okay? Just saying. All right, next question. Leaving someone in red to test them. Should you do it? Absolutely the fuck not. I hate that game. I absolutely despise that game. Those are little kid games. If I send you a message and you leave me on red just to see what will happen, your ass is going to be left on red forever. Like I don't like if I send you a message and you don't respond, like clearly I sent you a message like asking you something and you don't respond, I'm gonna be like, I guess she doesn't want to talk anymore. I'm done. Because I've done it before. I have done it before. This happened a while back. I was talking to this one chick, and we were just talking, right? Messaging back and forth. And then she just stopped messaging me back. Like I asked her something and she just stopped messaging back. And I was like, well, all right, like, and then the next day, nothing. So we had gone like a whole week and a half without messaging, and then she hits me with like, oh, so you're just not gonna message me anymore? I was like, you're the one that didn't respond. Scroll up, fam. And she was like, oh, well, it was a test. I was like, well, I failed that fucking test, I guess, because if I didn't give you a reason to not respond, that's just childish, and I ain't here to play those games. Like, if you want to go test somebody else, I ain't gonna play that. And then afterwards, she was like, "Oh no, like it was already ruined for me. I already felt the type of way about that because I was like, that is so dumb. Like a fucking test to see if I would message you again. No, right? And the funny thing is that you know how it tells you when they read it, they read it, and then so I know you fucking saw it. So yeah, hell no. And sometimes I get it. You're busy. You can't respond right away. Absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that. But it took you a week and a half to respond. Yeah, nah, I'm good, fam. Medusa, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Oh, I'm gonna match energy block. Let me do the favor. Wait, what if the response are like 30 minutes and shit like that? That's fine. Like, again, people have shit to do. You can't assume that somebody is just like this all day. I mean, even though there are some people on their phones all day, but you can't be like, hey, how are you doing? Hey, what's up? Like right away. Like, no. Like, especially if you're working or you're doing some shit. Like right now, I'm going live talking to you guys. So like, if I'm talking to somebody, guess what? I ain't gonna respond because I'm sitting here talking to you guys. You know what I mean? So people get busy. And so getting upset, somebody who gets upset at you that you don't respond like that, to me, that's a red flag. Because now you're expecting me to just like drop everything. Like, what if you're carrying a baby, a dog, and like swimming at the same time? Like, but you guys know what I mean. Like, you can't just, like, sometimes you just can't respond to them like that, and that should be fine. So, anxious attachment. I have a question. Well, Ma92, what is your question for a friend? Okay, for a friend. What is the question? So, what is the timeline? No, well, everybody's different. Like, if you know your man is at work, just know he gonna be at work, right? Or afterwards, say he's going to the gym, right? Okay, he's gonna be at the gym for a couple hours. You know what I mean? Like, you know their schedule, and you know sometimes, yeah, they can message you. Sometimes they might not be able to message you. Like, for example, sometimes you just start randomly chatting with somebody at the gym. It doesn't happen so much here because I'm new out here, but back in Idaho, like, I would run into somebody I know, and then for next thing I know, like, say we're working out, a couple hours go by, and I haven't even looked at the phone because I just been talking to this person, right? Like, this shit happens. Like, things happen. So, what up, brother? How you doing? What's up, L40? How are you, fam? Sometimes people can let you know that they're going to be busy too. Absolutely. A quick message, hey, I'm going to be doing this, goes a long way. Okay. Timeline depends on their lifestyle, but no excuse for not communicating. Absolutely. Like, there's no excuse for not messaging at all, you know, but expecting something like that, nah, that's a no for me, dog. But be like, oh, hey, I'm going to be doing this, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Like, then you know, hey, they're doing this. They're obviously busy because like, if you've done it, like, say, for example, when girls go to girls' night, you know, they hanging out and whatever. To get upset that they're not responding like that is dumb. And same with guys, like the good guys, right? Like, say he's hanging out with his buddies and he can't let him hang out with his friends. Like, I knew some people, like, we would some friends back from Idaho. Their girls would get upset because they don't answer. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, you gonna sit here on the phone, or you like, because sometimes you just want to go and hang out with your friends, not having to respond, not having to text back, but also communicating, be like, yo, I'm gonna be chilling with the boys real quick. I'll text you later, right? That can go also a long way. But I don't know. That's just me. Like, when I'm hanging out with people, I like to be in the moment. You'll hardly ever see me on the phone. That's just me. Even though I know you guys may think that I'm on the phone all the time. No. In the moment, I'm in the moment type of situation, right? And sometimes I forget to get footage of stuff when I go and do it. So, see, that's just me. In the moment. All right, next question. I told him I love him and he sent me this, and the embarrassment I felt, girl. That's when you know. If he sent you that, answered the question for you. And you should take that as a sign, be like, oh, shit, okay. And also, at the same time, how early did you tell him that you love him? Like, are you telling him, like, on week 2? Because I would have been like, you know what I mean? Like, you barely even know this person. So, again, that also, you need more context for that. But if you've been talking to this person for a while, and then that's what they send you, or they're like, oh, yeah, thanks, and they can't say it back, they probably don't like it or like you. Yo. So, again, it totally depends. And somebody just mentioned it, too. Why was that the first time you told him that you love him was over text message? You know what I mean? Like, how is he supposed to react to that? I would have been like, I would have sent you a meme back or something, right? That's more of a in-person type of situation, you know? Or maybe it's just because I'm a little bit more old school, but to me, it feels like that would be like an in-person conversation. You know what I mean? Like, not something you text somebody real quick. Be like, oh, hey, by the way, love you. I don't know. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Oh, hold on. I already read that one. Yeah, I read that one. I want you to do the super freaky things to me and love your smile. Girl, you want me to be a... And you know we can be. You know we can't. I love being a freak. Yes, I do. Okay. And I'm sure. And what I like about this page is bringing out all the other freaks, all the other sucias out. This is a safe space for all the sucias and all the sucia activity. Okay. You can come here and talk about your freakiness and be cool with it. There's nothing wrong with that. So thank you for that. I appreciate you, girl. Hopefully you get a lot of cheeks clapped, you know, in your lifetime. May the universe bless you with many more kids, okay? You didn't answer, but whoa. You didn't ask the question, girl. Yeah, there's no question. So, Ma, if you're swearing in it or saying anything over sexual, TikTok sometimes filters it out. So that could be why I didn't see it. So, because I didn't see your question. She's not the one and only. Oh, shit. Shani Lean says that she's getting a little moist over there with my voice. No, just joking. I miss so much this Monday Save the Live. I love to watch. Oh, absolutely. It's going to go on, it should be on YouTube by tomorrow. So you guys know I love putting these lives up on YouTube for you guys. So, all right, while you write your question again, Ma, I'm going to go into the next one. Why do men finish fast? Am I the problem? I've only ever had one last. The rest 3 pumps and girl. See, and that's the problem though, is that you don't know. A guy's not gonna tell you that they only last, like they're gonna give you 3 pumps and that's it. They might even tell you that you're gonna have a wild night. That you're gonna wake up sore. You're in for it. Like he's gonna tear it up. You know, the only thing he tore up was his ego. Okay. And there's no real way to tell if they're gonna finish fast because again, like I said, they're not gonna tell you. But fellas need to be more aware. Fellas know if they finish fast. If that's something they're consistent with, y'all know. Okay. Y'all need to stop doing that to these ladies. Okay. If you know you're gonna finish, pull out. Or ladies, if you guys know, if you're with a guy right now and he finishes fast, make him wear a rubber. And a thick one too. One of those old school ones. Like one of those thick ones that you get for free. Not the super thin, not the flake, none of that. Go to the fucking, go to Costco or Sam's Club and get that 40-50 pack. Okay? Those just like generic rubbers. Put two of them bitches on. So they don't feel it that well. You know, so the sensitivity goes down and maybe they'll last a little bit longer, okay? What's up, bro? How are you doing? Todo bien? What's up, Alvaro? Things are going great. I usually tell her I'm not going to let her sleep all night and then I start snoring. Man, he's over here trolling on her. Do these lives get wild? They get wild all the time, Nancy. Why, you trying to get wild? What's up? No, yes, they do. But if you notice, I'll try to censor myself because not because I don't like to say certain things, is because TikTok and IG are super sensitive about being over sexual. So I tried to filter my hair. Oh, first time here. Well, welcome, Nancy. Welcome to the Sucia Live. Hopefully you join us much more. Hold on, let me see. Hi, neighbor. Haven't seen you in a while for a while. What's up? Is it Juliet? Hold on. I'm trying to see. I've been here, girl. Where you been at? Okay. They can get spicy. Oh, they can get spicy. It all depends on your guys' questions, though. You know, we can get super sad and be like, it's okay, baby. It's okay. It's all right. Or we can be like, I put her on that table, bent her over, pulled hair, gave her a nice little hand necklace, you know, even blindfolded her a little bit. You know, it just depends on what you guys ask. It's Juliet or Julieta. What's up, girl? They can get spicy. Yes, they can. So, like I said, it just totally depends on your guys' questions. So, if you guys make them spicy, guess what? They get spicy in this bitch. It starts getting hot in this bitch. Okay, déjame suelto el pelo. Oh, shit, she's about to get freaky. Nancy just, first time here, and she's already saying that she's a... Please do all of that. Why do guys like money? I don't understand your question, Ma. Was that the question you were trying to ask for a friend? That why do guys like money? Is that was your question? No, I'm not saying it's a bad question. I'm just saying, like, is that your question? Women like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Money clubs. I still don't understand your question, Ma. Cause like everybody loves money because with money, but it won't let me. So are you talking about the okay. She's talking about the clubs where, you know, some ladies are trying to fund their college tuitions, right? Where there's a poll, you know, and things like that, right? I don't know why some guys like that. And it's funny because I tell people that I don't like them and I'm actually being serious. I've been to some, not my thing at all. I don't like them. To me, it's a waste of money. Every time I've spent money there, I felt like I wasted money. I always tell people, if you're actually trying to get with somebody, like you have more chances of hooking up with somebody going to the club, going to a bar, going to some sort of event where you can actually talk to somebody. Some guys like it because the entertainer, we'll call her that because I can't say it either. The entertainer will make you feel like she wants you, like you're the one for her, like you're the one that's going to save her. But if no money comes out of your pocket, she moves on to the next person. And some guys like going because they know they may struggle to get girls. And since they can go to a club like this, a fine establishment like this, and they can pay money and they can do things like they'll have a girl dance like 100% guaranteed. Like 100% guaranteed they'll have them. As long as you pay them money, she gonna dance with you. You pay them a little extra more, she might let you touch her. And so they might like things like that. They might like seeing the girl naked. And, you know, they might like things like that. Again, like, because I know somebody, gotta be careful how I say this. I know somebody, I got invited to their bachelor party. And do I think it's cheating? If they're doing it behind your back, yes. And ask them this. Because some girls don't care because they know they're not going to hook up with anybody. Ask them this. If they can go, you can go. And see what they say. Okay? And if they say it's cheating, be like, well, guess what? Guess what you're doing, buddy? Because everybody's relationship is different. And some people might not care. Some people, the wife might like to go. And some people, like, if you tell them, hey, okay, I'm going to go to a male one. Since you get to go to the girl ones, I'm going to go to the male one. If he gets mad at you, then be like, oh, shit, wait, hold on. It's okay for you to go? Well, what about me? Oh, so you're saying it's cheating? Oh, so what do you think you're doing? You know, like throw it in their face, too. So, like I was saying, I have a buddy who... his girl is not very spicy. at all because he's told me at all. And on his bachelor party, he spent a lot of money on this girl. Like, she was like, mind you, I'm just there to hang out because I know him. He invited me. I'm going to come hang out, have a few drinks with you. Cool, we'll hang out, right? What did I partake in the festivities, in the entertainment? No. Was I watching? Yeah, because I was like there, like nothing else you could do. And it's really weird. I'll tell you this right now. It's really weird when there's a whole room of guys sitting in a circle and the girl's just like moving from one person to the other person, to the other person, to the other person. Like, it's the weirdest shit ever. Like, I was feeling awkward. I was like, man, this is fucking weird, right? Like, this dude's over here getting a lap dance. He's married. I'm over here just like, what the fuck are we doing? But he paid all sorts of money for this girl because the more you paid her, you could rub lotion on her booty, on her breasts, and he was just paying. He was just like, boom, 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 boom. And I'm just sitting there, and she even asked me, she's like, do you want to dance? And I'm like, I'm good. I was like, I'm straight. I was like, I'm not gonna get, like, everybody already went like 5 times. I was like, I'm good. I don't need their sweat and freaking slobber all over me. Ali, ¿cómo estás? How are you? So if they don't want it done to you, then yes, it can be considered cheating. Okay? Because again, they might be fantasizing about them too. Not my thing feels like a tease, but there's always a price for that. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I've never been a fan of it. In the beginning, like, I remember when I went to as soon as I turned 18, I went to one because you see them on TV, you see like, oh, like it's the place to go. And I went and I was like, shit kind of whack. I was like, they're only nice to you if you're throwing money. And then afterwards, if you spend a lot of money, you're just like, why? Like, why? What do I get in return for that? Nothing. So I would say, if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to you. Or they can't do it to you. And strip clubs are, to me, is a waste of fucking money. Okay, waste of fucking money. Fellas, if you actually want to get a girl, go to the bar, go to the club, take her out to dinner, invest money into her. Don't invest money into these strip. You can't save them, and they're not looking to get saved. So, hey, bro, just found your page. You used to do Ross Halls, Jordan's. Yes, I did. What's up, bro? Yeah, I used to do those back in the day. I used to do like Ross Halls and stuff, but I stopped because Ross actually, Nike stopped sending them shoes, and they wouldn't get as many shoes because they started sending them to their clearance store. And where I used to live, we didn't have a Nike clearance store, so we weren't getting shit anymore. So like, I really just stopped making those videos. But yes, that is me. What's up, bro? How are you? Got an OG in the house. Okay. All right, hold on. How many questions do I got left? Oh, I got a few. We'll knock them out. Love your page and content has encouraged me to speak up about my needs. Why does he have to put family drama as an excuse to not pleasing me? I totally understand him. I'm not going through it too, but I put it aside for the moment because at the moment I just want to please him. Like, why? Okay, so If they used family drama as an excuse, like one time, maybe 2 times, depend on like what's going on, I get it. I understand, right? Because sometimes you're in your head, you really don't want to be doing that right now. But if he's using it constantly over and over and over as an excuse, it's not that, girl. It could be that he got somebody else. Is not into you anymore because, again, say he gets in a fight with his parents or maybe siblings, and now he's in his head. He's like upset about that, and you're like, let's hook up. He's like, not right now. Like, I'm just pissed off right now. Like, just let me be alone, right? I get it. Like, we've all been through something where you just want to be left alone. You're not looking to be intimate at the moment. So, like, I get it, 1,000%. But if he's using it as an excuse every time, that's the problem. Like, oh no, it's family drama. I can't let you suck on this thing. No, absolutely not. I'm thinking he has something else going on. So, because again, Just any excuse. If somebody says they're too busy one time because something did happen, okay, that's cool. People get busy. But if they're saying they're busy all the time, they're not busy all the time. They're just too busy for you. Let's go Blue Jays. You meant LA? You said Blue Jays wrong. Los Angeles wrong. I'm okay. Better. How are you? I am doing great, girl. Love, ¿cómo estás? How are you? All right, let's knock these bitches out. Hold on. Was in a relationship for 6 years, have kids with him, found out he is cheating, then saw him beg the other girl to stay and was willing to let go so easy. Will the guilt catch up, or do you think he will just be happy with his decision he made? Girl, whatever decision he made, like if he's gonna be, no, you move on, girl. He chose somebody else over you. That's all you need. That's all. That's all you need. I don't give a fuck if you're gonna be happy with them. I don't care this and that. Like, I know like it's harder said than done, but no, they literally chose a different woman. He chose a different girl. You're right here. She's right here. He went this way. He said, F you, I'm going this way. So he literally chose somebody else. So you worrying if he's gonna regret it. Who cares if he regrets it? Like, what is the point if he regrets it? Like, Downhill says, he cheated and he chose her. So not only did he backstab you by cheating, he also chose another woman over you. So you shouldn't care if he's ever going to regret it and decide to come back for some reason. No, that's enough for me. Cool. Go be happy with whoever else you want. Like, I'm not like, do I care if you regret it? No. So he probably only regrets getting caught. Absolutely. Because that's the only reason you know is because you got caught. And that's what I say all the time is like I had that question the other day where they asked, do you think guys regret getting caught? They regret cheating. They regret getting caught, not regret cheating. Because if they regretted it, they would have been like, fuck, I fucked up. And then probably even said something. But if you would have never caught them cheating, they probably would still be doing it. So Ali says, I never want to be the second choice, and you should not be. He literally put you in the back of the line, and he said, I'm going over here. So I would be like, all right, bet, cool. Yeah, it's going to suck. Yeah, it's going to hurt. I'm sure it's heartbreaking. I'm sure it's like you go through all these emotions, but let those emotions get you past this, you know? Like me thinking, hey, like this is, say I'm with somebody and she did that, I'd be like, this is what she did. Like, she literally chose another dude over me. Like, I need to stop tripping about her. So, I don't think men regret cheating because they enjoy it while they're in. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sandy, ¿cómo estás? How are you? All right, let me get into the next one. Do men don't mind when their girls have hair down there and even the inner lips or have hairs like on their ass, even it's a medical condition, don't even ask for it yet? Do things like waxing and other things to control things like that. Now, let's be honest. Having a little hair down there, cool, nothing wrong with that. Like, we are human. Things happen. Sometimes some people can't get a wax. Oh shit, my bad. Some people can't get a wax. Some people, there's a lot of things going on, right? So hair is normal. Now, the only problem for me is if we're not maintaining that jungle down there. If it is getting a little wild down there, that's the only time I have problems with it, because I'm just like, if you take off the panties and it's like, pfft, I'm gonna stuff it back in there, put them back on, and be like, yo, I didn't bring my weed whacker with me, so I'm like, I can't do anything with this. But just keeping it maintained, because if they keep it well maintained, groomed, short, like whatever that they like, they probably take care of themselves a little bit more compared to somebody who just like lets it all out. Because if they have a big bush down there, are they washing it? Are they like scrubbing it and like conditioning it too? Like what are we doing down there? Or are they just letting it flow? Like I should do this poll again, because there's some guys out here who don't even wash their private parts. Like, don't even wash the crack. Don't even, like, nothing. They just assume the water that drips down is cleaning it. Like, guys legit think like that. I'm not even joking, okay? They don't actually have something to get it nice and clean, get it all, like, just make sure you come out clean. So, I'm just letting y'all know. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but you can tell when somebody's a little bit more better on their hygiene. You know what I mean? So some hair, it doesn't matter. It happens. Or like, I've never had an issue with it. The only time I ever had an issue, it would just like if it would like that's a no for me, dog. I'm not about to be if I have to one time, that's it. All right, next question. I'm going through a divorce. I'm going through a divorce, and I'm dating someone he knows from his high school days. Wrong or fate? They aren't friends at all, but they know each other. I mean, if they just know each other and they're not friends, welcome to a small town, because that's what happens in small town. They're gonna know somebody, you know, like. And especially if you guys went to the same high school, people know of each other. So I would say that's fine because one, they're not friends or cousins or anything like that or family members. They're just somebody they went to high school with. Like now you're saying you can't date anybody you went to high school with because he went to the same high school, right? No. So there's nothing wrong with that. Now, it's different. I just saw the craziest shit. This is how some people are. This is the small town mentality, right? That's why I'm so glad I got out of small town. I literally just saw this like a couple days ago. I knew somebody back in high school who was dating somebody, right? And they dated for a while. They broke up. They weren't together. I recently saw his cousin that's his best friend, they would always hang out. They're dating now. Now that's weird. Okay? That's weird. Because now you're with like back in high school, you guys were like and probably still are like really close, super close friends, this is and that. But now you dating his girl that he had back in the like that's weird. Okay? Cuz now he been with her and now you're with her. You know, and how do you think it looks to everybody else? And I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on here? Like that's what I'm telling you. Like small towns, that shit happens constantly. So I'm glad I'm not in a small town anymore. That's why I stopped dating in my. I would never date anybody from Idaho. You can ask people. I never dated from anybody from Idaho Falls. After a certain point, I was like, no, I'm done. Fuck y'all. So, all right, let's get into. I got a couple more. If I'm just hooking up with someone just for S and he knows a bit about me and we didn't talk for a bit and I have another kid, do I need to tell him? He knew I had one. Okay, girl, hold on. I don't even need to read the rest. If you guys are just the friends with benefits, sneaky link, anything like that, you don't need to be telling him all this stuff. Shit, you don't even need to tell him that you have kids if you didn't want to. You guys are just a sneaky link. You guys are just a hookup type of thing. That's it. And if he gets upset that you didn't tell him you had another kid, so you guys are just hooking up. You guys aren't trying to be boyfriend and girlfriend. You guys aren't trying to get married with each other. You guys are just there for him to take his thing, and that's it. That's all you're there for. So, do you need to tell this person that you're just hooking up with that you have another kid? No. It has nothing to do with that. Like, you should just, the only thing you're talking to him about, because I get it, there's small talk whenever, like, you guys meet up. Hey, how are you doing? Like, oh, X, Y, and Z. All right, take them off. Let's do the damn thing, right? But talking about, like, oh, I have kids. My favorite color is this. We should go to dinner first. No. No, y'all doing way too much. Okay, it should just be, hey, this time can I come over? Hey, this time can you come over? We do our thing, and then we keep it pushing. So, if he's only a sneaky link, all he needs to know is when you're available for a good time. No need to explain your life story. Absolutely, There is no reason to explain your life story. Just take precautions to avoid getting pregnant. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, that. Like wear protection, make sure he's not, those type of things. Absolutely. How was it living out there? It was, once you leave, especially like if you're still in your hometown, you'll even tell yourself, damn, it took me this long to leave. Right? Because now when I go back, I'm not saying like people there, it just everybody's just so like their dreams and their like aspirations are so small. They're like, oh, I want to do this. And I'm like, when you go somewhere where it's a bigger city, you're like, there's so much out here. And that's all you want to do? Or that's all like, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to explain, but leaving was the best decision I ever made. Of course, I miss my parents. Don't get me wrong. All right, next question. I'm married for almost 9 years. 3 years ago, I had an affair, but it was way more than just an affair. Still with my husband, how do I get over the person I had an affair with when they completely opened my mind to all these sexual desires that I never knew I had and don't get the same in my marriage? See, this is when you have to have a conversation with your person and tell them, like, obviously you're probably, you're not going to admit to cheating. Okay. So obviously I can't say that. But talking to him and being like, hey, like, let's do this or let's do this. Or if there's nothing there and you be like, we need to go get some counseling, some sex therapy, something, because I am tired of this. So if he doesn't want to do stuff like that, then that's when you're like, all right, we're done here. I'm going to go do my thing, because clearly you saw what's out there, and you settling for whatever you're getting at home is not what you want. Then go out there and find it, right? Or are you making the excuse, oh, we're married, so I can't leave, so it's easier? And that's why a lot of people cheat too. It's a lot easier to stay married and just cheat. Sometimes, it's cheaper to keep them. It's cheaper to stay in the relationship. It's cheaper to stay married because they don't want to go through a whole divorce issue. But then they want to be out here cheating with everybody and get caught several times. And then just because they didn't want to get a divorce. Y'all need to have a talk about what you're both. Absolutely. Because maybe he's in the same position. Like maybe he wants to try some things, but you guys don't really have that open communication when it comes to being intimate. And so he can't even talk to you about it, but maybe he's craving stuff. Or maybe he's getting it from somewhere else, just like you did. Just saying, he could be doing the same thing. All right. I have a question. What's up, girl? Go ahead and ask, because I got my last question coming up. Is it odd to be talking to someone for months when he talks about being together, but I have no sexual or romantic feelings for that person? No, so it is odd because, well, it's not odd. You're just not into him. You're not into him in that way. There's no connection there. There's no spark there. There's nothing there. And so what you should do is just let them ride into the sunset. Let them go. Because if you can already tell that there's no connection, you don't feel like being intimate with them, you don't feel like that vibe is there, it's not going to automatically spark out of nowhere, right? That connection should be made from the jump, from the start. Because I'm going to be honest with you, because that's why you guys are here. 9 times out of 10, the guy that you said yes to let you take on a date, he has fantasized multiple times about sleeping with you. I'm just going to be honest. They're going to be like, damn, like, it'd be nice to be clapping them cheeks, like, oh, I can't wait till I be catching or clapping them cheeks. Trust me, we be fantasizing, and I'm sure you ladies fantasize too. And so, but there's that sexual connection in that beginning. And then when you guys go on a first date or like date, that's when you see if there's another vibe there, the connection there, because you can be attracted to somebody and then just really not connect with them at that level, right? But if you don't have those feelings towards that person, like, to me, it sounds like there's no connection there. Just saying. All right, hold on. She asked her question. So I've been dating this guy for a couple months, but he's been talking to his 3 baby mamas. 3, girl. Every single day. What should I do? Should I tell him something? Girl, hold on. Sandia. Let me break it down for you. You've been talking to this guy for a couple months. He has not one, not two, three baby mamas. This is three different girls you got to deal with. I'm just laying it out there. This is three different girls you got to deal with. So what if he's still hooking up with all three? The chances are high he's hooking up with at least one. And I would not want, like, you look at the pattern. You're probably going to be the fourth. Because if you're having problems, yes, I get it. People have to communicate, co-parent, but he's probably hooking up with all three, if not at least one. I'll tell you that right now, because having three baby mamas, three different baby mamas, is kind of a red flag. Because I'm not saying he's a horrible person, but to me, kind of sounds like one of those. Okay, not just one. That was just for the first baby mama. Okay, here's number two. But he doesn't just have two. He's got three. Okay, three of them. And okay, what you're looking to be the fourth. Okay, this is what you want. The fourth one. Do you really want to be the fourth baby mama? Okay, or do you want to be that one that, you know, he's just like hooking up with? Because I am not going to be dealing with three baby mamas. Hell no. One, I get it. Two, maybe, depending on the situation. But three, okay, that's too many baby mamas for me. If you ask me, like, if a girl had three, I would be like, yeah, you know what? I'm a pass on this one. You know, like, I remember I went on a date with a girl and I was barely getting to know her. And then come to find out, she had 5 kids. She had a whole basketball team. And she still wanted more. That was a no for me, dog. Because I thought about it and I was just like, you know what? No. No. Because, like, having no kids and going to 5, because they were all younger too. It's not like they were like older. I think the oldest one was like maybe 11 or 12. I can't remember, to be honest. But I was just like, you know what? I'm not ready for all this at all. And it was a no for me. Did I communicate to her that in the wrong way? Absolutely. Because what I did was just ghost her. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not perfect. So I just like stopped messaging her. And then, because she would hit me like, oh, so like, hey, like, is there something wrong? How you're not messaging me anymore? You know, and I just like left it. Was I in the wrong? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, that's why I say I'm not perfect. I should have just been like, hey, like, you got 5 kids. That's 5 too many for me. I have no kids. And then going from like having 5 step kids, I don't think I could do that. That's mean. I know it's mean, Maggie, but you got to remember this was young Edgar. Didn't communicate very well, Edgar. And so that's why I did that. And I've said it before, I'm not perfect. I fuck up too. You know, I have my issues too. And I should have told her, hey, you know, but she's actually with somebody else now, right? And they had another kid. So, you know, all power to them. But there's other guys that are okay with that. And that's what I'm trying to say. There's other guys that are okay with that, are willing to be in that position. I just like my freedom. I like to do my shit like whenever I want. Right? Like, I like to be like, all right, you know what? Let's go over here today. I don't got to find a babysitter. I don't got to do any of that. I can just go. So, but that's me. Like, I just like my freedom. I like to be able to do whatever I want. Whenever I want. But anyways, that was the last question. Thank you guys for always asking a shit ton of questions. You guys are awesome. So for those that don't know, every month I put the anonymous thing over on my Instagram, and then you guys can ask questions, and then you'll see them on here, and we just talk about them, we answer them. And yes, they are anonymous. It doesn't tell me who sends them. You can pay for the pro plan, and it'll give you a group of people who it might be. It doesn't tell you who it is exactly. But I've never paid for it, and I prefer the anonymous way because it makes you guys feel comfortable. It makes you guys feel comfortable knowing that you guys can ask questions, and I'm not gonna be like putting your guys' information out there like that. Nor would I ever show it to it. It's your life. You run your show. Mine didn't get read. Oh, which one was yours? Because I swear I answered all of them, Bell's Beauty. Is it too personal where you can't ask? Or do you... Because I swear, I usually put all of them in. Unless the ones that I don't put in a lot, I'll put in like a couple just because I like people's messages to get read. But I also don't want to put... I sent in DM. Also, the DMs, I'll make videos on those. The DMs, I don't post them on here because sometimes the DM ones are way too long. But DMs are different. I will answer those. And also, if I'm really grateful and I'm really flattered when people will send messages and say how they find me super sexy and stuff. But I only put one or two of those in because I don't want to come off as that dude. It's oh, he's putting all these in, you know what I mean? So I'll only put one or two. So if you don't see yours and you put that, that's probably why. Unless you put something super freaky in the message, then we'll add that one. So, but every month I put them, we answer the questions, and I started doing so all my lives are pretty entertaining. Now each live has a theme to it. Each live we talk about something different. I bring in stories for you guys. They are fun. I want you guys to be able to come here and be entertained and not sit here. We don't battle over here. We actually do entertainment over here. We have fun over here. So that's what I'm saying. Don't miss any lives because they're fun. And then we have everybody in the chat who just comes in and talks and has a good time and makes this such a fun and interactive place to be at. So, and then if you guys missed this live, it is going to go on YouTube. It should be on YouTube tomorrow. So yeah, we interact. Absolutely. Everybody comments, gives their 2 cents, which I love. And then you guys talk amongst each other and help each other out, which is great. The other day I messaged this girl to help her out. And then she sent me a DM saying thank you for that. I had a bunch of messages from other people trying to help me out. So that's what we do over here. Hey, Erica sending those gloves. she's trying to fight. I see you, girl. But Mondays and Thursdays, we go live. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I'm going to pick the theme of what Thursday's live is going to be. That way it's entertaining for you. The great jacket. Thank you. Got it from Culture Kings. You know the vibes. Anyways, I will see you guys on Thursday. Se la lavan. I'm about to go do the same. Well, actually, I'm going to go to the gym. All right, I'll see you guys later.